Can you imagine? I think I've been quite kind of speaking to myself since, right? It looks like this thing is just muted. If you can hear me now, so just say I can hear you. So everyone, I think I've spoken like 4 minutes. So I'm going to just go straight to the point. Uh, I think my mic was muted, and I just got to know that it was muted. I don't know, maybe anybody grabbed one or two things that I said earlier, but I'm going straight to the point. So, like I said, opportunities like this is something that you must take and grab with all your life, if you can. If you can, if not, by God's grace, these are the type of opportunities that we grabbed many years ago, like 11, 12 years ago, and we were able to uh, pick quite a lot from it. And it becomes, so it's not your regular show where people will just come and tell you bullshit or something that is not applicable or something that they have read in books. You know, the only thing I teach is practical. I teach people what I have done, what I am doing, what I've experienced, and what I'm experiencing. My knowledge base, by God's grace, is very versatile, is very vast. Why? Because I am an executor. I implement. I do. I don't just plan. I don't just strategize. I don't just sharpen my heart. I use the heart. And if you can learn that this year, you are going to create a lot of opportunities for yourself. If you can learn how to execute, how to implement fearlessly or even with fear, even if you have fear in you, but you don't allow such fear to stop you, it's going to be a very great moment for many of you. It's going to be a great moment. Like I said earlier, I was growing up, I was so timid. I was someone that is always like living fear. Nothing. It's the future as at this period looks very bleaking. You know, it's bleaking. It's not bright at all. You know, because you are not coming from an environment or a background that have a lot of that have scholars or that have people that can take you by the hand, mentor you in that path, and it was so difficult, right? And just suddenly you just discover that things started changing, situations started turning around. And the most beautiful part of it is it, if you can track, if you can monitor your progress, you are deliberate, you are intentional about what you have been doing, how you have been doing it, how God has been energizing you, helping you, you know, to achieve quite a number of things in life. It becomes very easy to impact people. It becomes very easy to expose people to it. So the principles, the source, the secrets are something that are real, you know, because these things are very practical. And this is one of it. Unlocking $5,000, your grant guide to winning the Tony Elumelu Foundation grant. I won this 2015 or 2016. And the following year, a family member of mine was relieved from banking industry and no hope. And quite a number of them were so energized, motivated by the number of feats I've been able to achieve within a very short period of time. How I climb, move up from nothing, from zero, into the level that God has taken one to be today. Still take me to the first slide, into that level that one has been today. You know, it becomes very motivating. And in another year, I think that was 6, 7 years ago, 7 of my mentee proteges and people, they won this grant in 1, 2 years. It was fantastic. I celebrated the achievement that year on Facebook, you know. And since 2016, I've been teaching, I've been imparting people how to win Tony Elumelu $5,000, and quite hundreds of people have gotten it. They grabbed it and they ran with it, and they became winners year in, year out. And so I'm always excited to do this because, I know that if it is one person, two persons, or three persons that are seeing sense with what matters in life, life becomes very easier for them. It becomes very easier for them. Take me to the first slide, please. Take me back to that first slide. Take me. So we have so this and a comprehensive guide that you are going to learn a whole lot. And so let's dive into it very fast, and let's pick one or two things. This webinar is today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. This is a way of celebrating my home Valentine, imparting people, exposing people to opportunities, and creating that leeway for you to be able to create wealth. And let's dive in. Let's dig deeper into how to win Tony Elumelu grant $5,000. You know what $5,000 is today? In today Nigeria, in today Africa. And this opportunity is for all Africa. Africans all over the continent can take up this opportunity. Thousands of people have won this all over Africa, and see it as an opportunity. It's not simple. Nobody is asking for you applying for Tony Elumelu. Nobody is telling you to pay money. Just apply. Sit your hands down and spend some hours on your life. For once, apply. You can be lucky to win this grant. So let's dive in quickly. Let me take my slide now. Okay. So what is the Tony Elumelu Foundation, and why do you need to apply? Why do you need to apply for these grants? It's just a grant that gives you an opportunity to have access to seed capital of $5,000, and is a grant that gives you an opportunity to have access to mentorship from great industry sectoral experienced people all over the continent, even sometimes all over the globe. Quite a number of us could do what we are doing today. We could float businesses at will. We could start a project at will. We could train, mentor people at will, because we have also been mentored. We have been mentored by quite a lot of great people. For those of you that have been following my journey for quite a number of years, you will notice that I've been mentored by the likes of Tony Elumelu, by the likes of Strive Masiyiwa, by the likes of Sonny Ojagbesi of blessed memory, by the likes of quite a number of people, CEOs across the globe, UKID, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, USAID, EFINA, travel quite a number of countries across the globe, to get mentored, to get trained, have received that mentorship. People like Professor B.C. Balogun, shout out to you guys, men that have been men of caliber and timber. These are people that I've also learned from over the years, and it is not by mistakes that quite a number of us, of someone like me, have found myself in this position to also mentor quite a number of thousands of people. I've spoken with over 5,000 people, not only in Nigeria, even in US, in UK, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, so I think it's just an opportunity if you have someone like me coming online to now say, oh, we want to share these details. It's very important for you to try your best. If someone like me, very ordinary, could try my best, you can also try your best so that you can make a lot of extraordinary results. It's very, very important. And grant is a free money, right? It's a free money. It's one of the channels that you can use to quickly take your idea or your project or your business into the marketplace. And that is why this training and webinar, this masterclass is very, very important. So Tony Elumelu Foundation gives opportunity for seed capital of $5,000. I was just reading this afternoon that Tony Elumelu just signed another deal with UAE government, that is Dubai, of another, I think over 2 million. Is it 20 million dollars or $200 million? I cannot get that figure very well because I've not read that news very well. But maybe around 20 or $200 million to empower another 1,000 entrepreneurs in 2025. That means we are even expecting more numbers to win this $5,000 this year. I think last year over 5,000 Africans, entrepreneurs, won this $5,000. You can imagine if you take 5,000 people out of a continent and you put $5,000 into their hands, it's big, right? One man is doing this. And we can always aspire and inspire ourselves to also get this right, so that in the nearest future, we can also join in and we can also build platforms like this that can also put thousands of dollars into people's hands. In my company, in Restream Africa, we put quite a number of loans into the hands of people, credit facilities, and we have been doing that for years, thanks to businesses, platforms, CEOs, mentors that also help us to be able to kickstart and kick off these businesses. And we want many of you to also do that. It doesn't matter, maybe you're an employee. It doesn't matter, maybe you are self-employed. It doesn't matter, maybe you are a freelancer, you are an affiliate marketer, or you are anything, or you are a business owner. Just think of an idea that is scalable, that can impact thousands of people, just the way I'm doing with a lot of our companies like Extra Mile Africa. Just think about solutions that is going to help you to reach a lot of people, and you are on your way to win this. And you don't need, even the idea can still be at zero level. For you to apply for Tony Elumelu Foundation grant, the idea can still be like an ideation level. Ideation is still not, you have not started it. So you can still apply. And I always encourage people, if you have an idea, do what we call MVP to that idea. Iterate first. Iterate. ITITERATE. Iterate first. MVP is minimum viable product. Just start with 2-3 people. If 2-3 people can buy into your idea, or they can buy that product or the service that you are rendering, there is tendency that 10, 15, 20 people can also buy. It's not always like that, because if like your family member or your friends buy your idea, your product or your service out of pity, and you don't know how to scale that idea, there is tendency that you will be stopped. It's only that 3 or 4 people that will have got that idea. So now that is what Tony Elumelu is all about. It gives you that opportunity to be able to apply and get mentored. Even if you don't win the seed capital of $5,000, you automatically, as if you applied for the TEF grant, even if you are not part of those people that will win it this year, you automatically be a member of the community. That you, even beyond the grant, we have seen quite a number of people that have not won TEF, but through that platform, they have been able to get their co-founder. One of our mentees then is into real estate now, Shegun. One of his co-founders today in the real estate company is an alumnus of TEF, Tony Elumelu Foundation. He didn't win it, but he applied and he was added to that group community. From that community, you can build network, because let me tell you something about that community. It's one of the richest community that you can be in Africa. That community have over 40 to 50,000 people on that community. It's even over maybe like 100,000 people now. It's one of the richest community Sometimes you just need a task clearance. You just need someone's signature. You just need someone to recommend you. You just need someone to approve your visa application. Maybe you want to travel out of the country. You just, by the time you start interacting with that community, you just discover that life becomes quite easy to a large extent, because you can get at the tip of your finger quick solutions. And that is what Tony Elumelu Foundation is all about. So let me go to my next slide. And I want to rush this so that I will be able to cover a lot of ground. I will try my best to do 1 hour today, probably 1 hour today and 1 hour tomorrow. Is today and tomorrow I'm going to give you value. And if you are getting value already, just type. If you are watching me at present, type I'm getting value. Type in the comment box. I want to see 1 or 2 of you typing in the comment box I'm getting value. This year, follow Uno Road. This year, don't just listen to motivational speakers. Motivational speakers are good in their own right. Don't just watch exciting or things that will make you to while away the time alone. Comics are good, but this year too, make sure you spend majority of your time to create value for your life. Personal development, skill development, and career development. I think I have talked about over those 3 types of development before. Maybe if you look at any of my videos on the YouTube that you are watching, and if you have not subscribed to that YouTube, just click that button, subscribe. I also want as many people to also subscribe so that as many times I come out like this, you can receive that notification on your phone, and you can always see what I am going to teach or going to impart. I'm going to expose you to opportunities, and that is going to also help you. So take it very, very important this year that you are going to do things that are very, very important. Like I used to say, major on the major and minor only on minor. If you major on minor thing, you get no results. If you minor on major, you get very tiny results. But if you minor on minor, zero. Major on major, you are going to get bigger results and you are going to achieve more. Even if you receive no, when you apply for grants like this, one of those things that it does for you is that it enhances your thinking ability. It enhances. Today we are running a finance company, running a real estate company, building a lot of products and releasing it, unleashing them into the marketplace. Why? Because we have been able to take our time, years, to sit down and look into things like this. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. 2-3 hours per day, 4 hours per day, concentrating, focus on things like this. It's going to help you a lot. And of course, eligibility criteria. Look at the slide. If you are a MASH, and of course, nobody is left out. As long as you are an African citizen, and as long your business is less than 3 years, I think now it's between 0 to 3 years old. So if your business is, so that means even if you have not registered your business with CAC, without your idea, you can apply, but don't apply stupidly. There are a lot of ideas that are good, but the applications are done in a stupid way. Don't tell me that you are a cassava farmer and you have 3 plots of land and you are planting cassava and you expect that you should use that cassava farming to apply for something like, or you just want to start your cassava farming. You inherited 3 plots or 3 acres of land from your father or from your grandfather, and you want to plant a 3 acre of cassava farm or cassava cultivation, and you just put it like that and you think that you will be picked. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. People want to see pickers, judges, donors, investors want to see what value are you going to bring into that farm. What value are you going to bring into that cassava farming? How do you scale it? There's nothing wrong in being a cassava farmer, but there's everything wrong, just like many of our great-great-grandfathers have been cassava farmers and they have been quite poor because they are not seeing their farming as a business. If you don't discuss your farming venture as a business-oriented venture that is problem-solving, scalable, and something that can impact a whole lot of people and socio-economic driven, forget about it. And you cannot even use technology, discuss how you can use your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your website, your email to reach thousands of people, or do doorstep delivery, or packaging of your cassava when you have harvested it, or turning your cassava to ethanol, or your cassava to cassava strand, or turning your cassava to kukuru, or turning your cassava to gari, or turning your cassava to flour. If you cannot think outside the box, if you are not creative, if you are not innovative, you cannot be eligible. Even if you apply, to just be like, you are just going to be like a student that sit down for an examination, just write his name and help the lecturer to copy all the questions that he has it tells the student to answer, and he copies all the questions back into the answer sheets, and he submits that way. Of course, he has sat for the exam. And of course, he has written the exam because he wrote his name and his matric number, right? But he will fail woefully. Why? Because he has not added any value to the questions asked. So go to tefconnect.com. tefconnect.com. That is the name of the website. I will go deeper into it tomorrow. I will show you the step by step of applying for TEF Tony Elumelu $5,000 grants. It's going to close March 1. This application is closing March 1 this year, 2025. It's opened January 1 to March 1, 2025. I've been trying my possible best. I think they have done this design that quite a number of you saw maybe over 3 weeks ago. And you know, I'm a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. I have a lot of things under my sleeve. So I do this to just create a platform for as many people so that we can become opportunity chasers together, and we can create wealth together. And the moment we start creating wealth together, we are creating jobs together. And that is the way I see it. We are lifting more people out of poverty. You cannot sit down there and be complaining that the government is not doing anything or the economy is hard. Some people have been empowered to empower others. Not everybody is going to have access to government, but the people that will have access to government, we go out there to also empower more people. That's the way this thing works. So listen and listen carefully. No idea is bad. No project is bad. No business is bad. What makes an idea or a project or a business to be bad is when you are not creative, is when you are not innovative. There must be a little touch of technology to whatsoever idea that you want to launch. There must be a little touch of MVP, that is minimum viable products, to any idea that you want to launch. There must be a little touch of iteration. That means you take it to the marketplace to go and test the idea so that you can see if you can get some traction, you know, some money, some revenue, some profits, some gross on that particular product or service that you are rendering. And for Tony Elumelu, I think when we applied, when we did our own, then it was called TIP, Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program, but it has been changed now to TEF, Tony Elumelu Foundation. You know, you must be able to prove that if you are being funded, you must be able to prove that you can scale the business. It must be scalable. So you must be able to prove that. And those are just the criteria. I think many of you that are watching, and as many of you that is still going to watch the replay, got this criteria. You must be very, very creative. I think my family member applied when she was around 50 years of age. So for those early periods, right? The age was between 18 to 35, but the age barrier has been removed. Even if you are a 60-year-old man or you are a 60-year-old woman, tried your luck. Nothing wrong about trying your luck. So let me go to, I don't know why my slide is so slow. I'm speaking ahead of my slide. Don't know why. Um, so the step by step, I will go deeper into this more tomorrow, but I will touch a bit of it today too. You have to create an account when you get to tefconnect.com. You create an account very fast. That will not take you 2-3 minutes. And you have to go through the whole process, the applications, read the terms and condition, and do your application. I will tell you how to, there are some quiz. When we did our own then, we didn't have quiz. We just apply, we share our idea, our business, and whoa, we are picked. And we would be given a mentor, and we undergo a lot of training, we underwent a lot of training then. And after those applications you submit, so you'll be able to be you'll be categorized. I'll go more into details tomorrow on that. So let me rush this particular slide. I think some of you are picking value. For those of you that I will celebrate this year, that you are a winner, I celebrate at least 1 or 2 persons under my mentorship every year that always win this $5,000, and I want more people. So help me to help you. I'm not the sweet talker, I'm just a mentor. I'm a CEO of CEOs, so I'm not this type of person that will tell you what is not. A very frank and blunt person, even if it is just 3 people, 5 people that is going to get it. You get it very fast so that you can help yourself and as many people in your environment. So look at this chart. 3 key things are very important when you are talking about launching your business idea. 3 key things are very, very important. The problem. How big is the problem that you are trying to solve? For example, whosoever that got a cure for HIV or AIDS now is a very big market. A lot of people are HIV or AIDS infected. If you get a cure or a solution that can be proven to cure cancer, very big market, right? You can go as high as that, and you can go as low as if you can just add a new value. I was watching Lions Den, one of these Lions Den presentation or pitch yesterday, and the guy was just adding value to dates. You know that dates that those Malam or those Hausa people always push on their wheelbarrow. It's a natural sugar. DATE, dates. And that young man, a northerner from Nigeria, turned that date to honey, date honey, and he also turned it to powder. So instead of coming to, there is no way out of the 5 investors on Lions Den, 3 invested 40 million naira. And he got what even he came to the Lions Den to ask for 35 million naira, and he got 40.5 million naira. You know why? Because there is no way you will add value to an idea, to a problem, and people will not rush to invest in you. Even if you don't get anything from this webinar, get this thing very well. Get this one statement. If you know how to add value to a problem, add value, not just a solution. Somebody can be solution oriented and just be selling dates in its raw form, just the way the Malam, the Awusas, the Northerners, some of these people hawking it are selling it. It's a solution. Many of them have become distributors. They are distributing it across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Even some of them take it as far as Chad, Benin Republic, Togo, Cameroon, because it grows more in the northern part of the country. I don't think dates even grow in southern parts. It grows in the northern part. And they pick it, they put it in the vehicle, they take it, transport it across the West African region, across the states of Nigeria, and you see them everywhere. Every market you meet all these people. Good solution, right? They are helping us to have access, giving us access. But that is not enough to be funded. It's a solution, but it's not enough to be funded. But look at this. Assuming you are packaging that date, even in its raw form. Don't let us even go into the production yet. You are packaging it in its raw form. You register the name of your company, maybe you call it Pinnacle Dates, and you have a transparent nylon, and you wash it, you clean it very well. You know the one they are pushing in the wheelbarrow, nobody is cleaning it. And that is the way you apply for Tony Elumelu. That is the way you talk about your problem. That 70% of people that consume dates consume it, they don't know, not knowing the source of the dates. These dates are hawk in an open wheelbarrow. They do not clean it, so people can from there got disease, got infected, start vomiting. Let me shock you. A number of years ago, I bought carrots just on the street, and I think that was the last time I bought carrots. Maybe 8 years ago now. I bought carrots from a malam just on the roadside. I parked and I stepped out from the car and I just picked a carrot, and I just take a small water in the car. I washed the carrot and I started eating it. Oh God, I did not recover from that sickness for 4 days. I was coughing badly. It started with coughing, and after the coughing, I think I vomited once, and I just developed malaria or whatsoever. I don't know what to call it. I was not myself for 4 days. The carrot probably, maybe the symptoms of malaria is already there, right? But the carrots probably trigger the infection very fast. But you can imagine when you are saying that you bought you get those carrots from or you assemble the farmers and they plant the carrots, like what we call the outgrower scheme. I'm using this agricultural product as examples, and you can do the same thing in fashion, in health, in design, anything, any product, any service. It's not limited. Communication, anything. You can do it in any sector. I'm just using agricultural products as an example. You can do it in real estate. For example, if you say you are a realtor and you are trying to solve the you have a company, or maybe you are a real estate person and you are trying to bring monthly rents into people's home or to people. Do you know that Tony Elumelu will give you the $5,000? Oh no, you can't apply. What are we talking about? Your application cannot be unique, and you will not be picked. Even if 500,000 people applied, even if 1 million people applied, your application cannot be unique. I remember some of our young guys in those days. They started this project, this business startup, Rooming. And Rooming is bringing both agents, landlords, and realtors together on one single platform. They win now. Simple idea. You can't say that you want to democratize or demystify the annual rent. I was listening to the former governor of Lagos State. Is it early this morning? At this Wema board conference that took place in Lagos some days ago. I was listening to him. He was a former minister of works and housing, like that, works and housing. And he was saying he has been advocating that people should be, why should you be earning per month and you are paying rent per year? If you start an application that way, I'm giving somebody an idea, even if you don't have any idea at all, go and use that idea. Even if you have not even started, go and use that idea. And you started with that statement. Why should an average Nigeria be earning per month and they should be paying per year? Pay on time startup is battered. You can call the name of the company pay per time or pay on time or whatsoever. or pay per month. You can look for a beautiful name. Anything. You can even call it Gorilla is launched. 90% of Nigerians struggle to pay their annual rent because they are earning every month and they struggle with savings. I am launching a platform that can help Nigeria to be paying for their rent monthly. Of course, we have 1 or 2 or 3 ideas like that, companies like that now in Lagos. Beautiful. There is no way. You can see how we craft ideas around how we innovate and create solutions, cost solutions around idea. And do you know what? There is a large market for such an idea. Are people not struggling to pay? Just like the young guy I was talking about that added value to that date. He turns it into powder, he turns it into honey form. The market is large because people don't just want to buy the date and just be eating it raw. I have a friend many years ago that wanted Elumelu. He just added value to pepper. You can add value to ginger. You can add value to, look at our cashew flesh, the cashew flesh wasting all over Nigeria every year. People are just picking the seed nuts, exporting it. I've told my people we are going to add value to that cashew flesh from this year by His grace. These are very fantastic opportunities. And you know one thing about Nigeria and Africa as a whole? It has a lot of problems. And that is why winning grants becomes very easy if you are not lazy. Winning grants becomes very easy if you are not lazy. And if you know how to read, research, if you are a bad or an ardent reader and you are a crazy researcher, to win grants and win investments becomes very, very easy. So after you have identified your problems, the problems that you are trying to solve, you've added value through solution, and you have been able to identify the market, that the market is very huge. You can do your primary research by interviewing like 5, 10, 20, 100 people through primary research. Primary research is interviewing people directly, or you bring people together, you give them survey, you ask them, if I launch this particular product, will you be able to buy? Or your secondary research. So existing journals, existing businesses. When we wanted to start Extra Mile Africa, even before Extra Mile Africa, when we wanted to start agromerchant.com, one of the first agricultural e-commerce platform in Nigeria that year, I remembered I studied over 235 agricultural e-commerce all over the world. Google is your friend. There's nothing even like AI in those days when we did all those things. Google became my friend. I opened hundreds of tabs down on my laptop and I was picking them one after the other. I don't like people reinventing the wheel. You waste your time when you reinvent the wheel. You pick one idea from this particular website, you go to a second website, you pick another idea, you match everything together and it becomes a product. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way entrepreneurs that fly get results. If you are with me, if you are getting value, just send to the comment box that I'm getting value. Not many people will not spend their data on this one now, so they will come and be complaining that Tinubu is not a good president. There is no good or bad president. Each president will always follow their own policies. Maybe it's favorable or not favorable. It will be favorable to some people, it will not be favorable to some people. So that's how life is. So it is you that you should take your life very, very important. Many people will not spend their data on things like this. They will be whining and complaining. No problem. But if you look at my previous YouTube channels, you will have seen quite a number of videos that I've done train people on this Tony Elumelu Foundation grant. You can see that your key components and examples of a business plan. So of course, when you have been picked, you'll be asked at the early stage, you will not be asked to submit a business plan. You will just feel like you are doing your executive summary. At the early stage, you just want to talk about your business idea. They will give you a limit of maybe words or letters that you can use. Just talk about your business idea at the early stage. But when you have been picked, you have to develop your business plan. And the first thing in your business plan, after you have identified your problem, your solution, you have to also look at your executive summary. It's very, very important. If you don't know all these things, I cannot stand here now, be spending time, hours to be teaching all these things. So I can just give you the whole overview so that you can go and study yourself, or you can send a message to me if you want to learn one-on-one. Of course, if you want to learn how to write a business plan, how to develop an executive summary, market analysis, those things are not free. You know, I went to Lagos Business School, though I got a 50% grant from federal government. Some of these things are not free. So thank you. I'm getting value. Operational plan. You can see that you develop your executive summary. Thank you. You are getting value. That is fine. Operational plan. That is your day-to-day operation. I want to see 1 or 2 persons that we apply this year and we win. I can look for a few time to guide 1 or 2 persons if I have the time. Every year, people always send messages into but the only thing I can do is just to come up like this and maybe pick 1 or 2 persons. That is all. Because what matters for me is my businesses, So not really a fan of all these social media thing, but we are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. And I believe that a lot of people are getting value over the years that we have been doing all these things. A lot of people have become millionaires. Even quite a lot of our mentees, proteges across the globe. And that is some of those things that gives me energy. Look at this now. So after you have developed your executive summary, and you have developed your operational plan, and you have developed your market analysis, you have to also look at your financial projections. Even if it is an idea, even if you have not started the business, you can project. You can look at the viability and you can look at the visibility. The feasibility is feasibility. That's why it is very important that you have to do your survey or you carry out your visibility study. You can do it within your neighborhood. You can do it online. Just develop a survey. Use AI to develop a survey and send it to your families and friends, like 5, 10, 15 of them. That if you launch this product, will they key into it? Will they buy into it? Can they even wait a pre-order to wait on the waiting list? These are very important. So you have to talk about your revenue, your cost, and your profit. I hope many of you know the difference between revenue and profit. Revenue is your total, your overall amount of money that business that you are into is making for you. So your revenue is your expenses and your gross profit inclusive, your cost plus your profit, if we want to say it like that. But sometimes I can take away expenses also away from cost. That is for those people that are in the financial class. So your cost, your expenses, and your profit is equal to your revenue. So your net profit is different from your gross profit. So your total sales is your gross profit. So when you remove your cost, it becomes your overhead costs, your salaries, and everything. It becomes your net profit. So you have to be able to show it clearly how, if you onboard 50 people on your platform, maybe your product is a coconut oil. You are turning the water of coconut. Maybe you are doing hot pressed or cold pressed, but you are turning that water to a coconut oil, and you have 50 customers. So you'll be talking as if you have started the business, right? You don't talk that I will. A lot of people have started though, and they will talk in affirmation, right? They will not use the word I will, even if you have not started the business. You talk that I have started the business, and that is why your MVP is very, very important. Just get 3 or 4, 5 persons to test your products, and they are your customers already, so you can report those things. Very simple. It's very simple. So I didn't study finance or business administration in the university, even to my PhD level. Now all this forestry, agriculture, whatever. But take time to study. Take time to study. Studious people are the most successful people in the world. So that is how you develop your financial projection. So you showcase your viability, and you also showcase your visibility. So let me go quickly to the next slide. My time is running. Running very fast. Where's my next slide? So before my next slide comes up, let me say this. If you are applying for this, if you are going to apply for this Tony Elumelu, the number that is going on your screen, you can send a message. If you need one or two assistance, if it's something I can do for you, I can assist you. I want to encourage few people, but don't come with an idea that is not scalable, that is not value oriented. But no idea is bad. Idea can always be fleshed up to become more innovative and creative. So when you apply, of course, these are normal things. Those are the common mistakes that a lot of people make every year. You will hear some people that, no, it's people that know people that they pick. I don't know nothing. I know nobody. And the people that have applied, that have mentored, know nobody. But they go with simple idea, but with superior arguments, superior defense line, opportunities. And I've shared one or two or three with you. You can even be a hairdresser, but talk about mobile hairdressing. You go, even if you have not started, you go to people's home, you deliver your hairdressing value at people's doorstep. A lot of old idea. You can pick idea from education, ed tech, fintech, logistic tech. You can turn logistics to tech. Look at some of our mentees that started, what is the name of what William started there? Truck, TRUQ. And Truck has gotten a lot of funding all over the world. Thousands of dollars. These are some of the young guys that were in the university when we have started winning grants. And they also came out and they took the bold step. Some of them have just 2-hour sessions with me, and they went and they hit it very hard. Truck doesn't have any truck. It's just a platform that connects truck drivers to people that need truck. And they got grants, they got investments. Simple. People have been doing it offline, right? You will just meet someone on the road. Say, please, can I get a truck? And just say, okay, go there. And he doesn't see it as a business. But truck was launched. Connecting truck drivers, onboarding truck drivers on their platform, and people that need those truck drivers, they can pick. A lot of ideas. So you have to proofread and don't apply. Funny enough, I always apply a date to deadline when I'm applying for anything. Sometimes I got them, sometimes I don't get, but it's good to apply very early. Your unique value must be different. I've said it. Your unique, we call something USP, unique value, unique selling proposition, or you call it unique selling points. Your unique selling proposition must be different. It can just be a tweak, a simple idea that you are adding to what people have been doing before. That is how e-commerce was battered. That is why how fintech was battered. That is why how edtech was battered. If you are an educator, a tutor, a teacher, create a platform that you are connecting other teachers like yourself to students that could not have opportunity to go. Look at this. This thing just came to my head. Very fantastic. That you are connecting, you are a tutor, you are an educator, and you create a platform where you are connecting other teachers to disabled students so that they can be paying as they are learning. Or to students that cannot afford a whole term. You know, education now is going digital. Education is going online. People are going to university now online. People are going to secondary school online. One of the greatest lawyers we have in Africa, Afe Babalola, did not go to any walls of any primary or secondary school. You can even be teaching people UTME, WAHEC or GC or those things, and bring other teachers online. And you are making people to learn as they go. learn on the go, and they are paying on the go. So they don't need to, their parents don't need to be scratching their head and be saving money for per term or per semester, whatsoever. So they can be coming, paying 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira. It's very easy for them. And before you know it, you have 1,000 students and you have 1,000,000 naira, you have 2,000,000 naira. Fantastic concept. And that is how to go about all these things. Very, very important, right? My next slide. Don't know why my slide is very slow. Is a person behind the slide that is very slow. It's not my network. So those things are very, very important. And tomorrow, by the time I take you through the application process, I will open their website and show you some the do's, the don'ts, and everything. Go along with it. Even if you don't have an idea yet to apply with, send a message to that number. I will give you an idea. I've given you 1 or 2, 3. But let your idea be connected to your passion, so that when you win the money, you won't run away to America, or you won't be thinking of Japa. Some people got the money those years, they've left Nigeria. They think that is the best thing to do. It's not the best. Integrity, reputation is also very important. Whatever thing that we are doing in life, it's not the best. These are money that are meant to use to upscale your businesses too. And they are so that you can also employ 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. When every one of us are like maybe 10,000 people employ just one person, you have added another 10,000 to the fold. We are reducing the number of unemployment in Nigeria. So it doesn't even matter if the inflation goes as high as 50%. What will be more important is that you will be able to be part of the solution. For those of you that have not watched the film, go and watch that film, the movie. I watched it many years ago, The Men Who Built America. The Men Who Built America. You will see that Nigerians are the ones that will build Nigeria. Africans are the ones that will build Africa. Nigeria is not that bad if you are thinking outside the box. But if you have an opportunity to leave too. Some of us are entrepreneurs. We have opportunity to leave, but we decide to stay here because we want to also contribute value. And that is why we are taking all our time to also be doing all these things. These are very, very important. And if you want to pre-order for my ebook on how to win grants successfully and all those things, you can just send a message to that WhatsApp number. I have quite a number of ebooks. I will share some of those ebooks with you. And for those of you that want to start a startup or a business, or you have already started a startup or a business, you want to be investment ready, you can enroll on my training. I just take a startup per month, just one startup per month, and you can enroll, and it gives you the value to be able to. I have 1 or 2 students presently. You can just come on Zoom with your team members or with your co-founders, but it's a bit expensive. So it's 350,000 naira for 3 months. So if you have that money, if you want to engage me, you engage me in the right way. So, but you can spread your payment like 2 or 3 times, so I don't deprive people of any opportunity. I love giving value a lot, but I love giving value to people that understand value. I don't waste my time giving values to people that joke with it. My life has been built all over the years around value. People that work with us and people that work for us, their lives have been built around value. So that is why you can go and check today. You will see that prominent names in quite a number of industry, even in tech, have at one time or the other have gotten our tutelage, mentorship, training, and all those things. So because we also got that. We paid for it. And you must be able to learn how to pay for value. That is very, very important. So this is I'm going to quickly share some slide. I'm not going to take you through the slide today. I will pick it from where I'm going to stop, that I will stop today, tomorrow, because in the next 10 minutes, I will be out of this space. I came behind schedule, so I will have just 10 minutes to my time. If you go to tonytefconnect.com, you will see this, and I've given you a lot of explanation around this. So your business must be between 0 to 3 years, and it's an opportunity. When they did their flagship, you can see that over 20,000 young African women and men have gotten this opportunity. So you can also be part of these people. And even if you don't win it, it's an opportunity for you to join that community of Tony Elumelu. He has given some of us that opportunity. Every year now, I'm being invited, maybe for his birthday. The result always come out March 22 of every year. So when the application opens between January 1 to March 1, and he has been doing that now. He said he will do it for 10 years, but he has gone beyond 10 years now. He has been doing it since 2015, 2014 or 2013 or whatever. And I think this year is the 11th or 12th year, because it too has gotten a lot of partnership. UNDP, government of global, some other countries, USAID, a lot of partnership that he has gotten. So he has expanded the net. He started with just 5 people, 10 people. He moved to 1,000 people, winning it every year. 2 years ago, he moved to 4,000. Last year, over 5,000 people won it. And this year, I'm very sure over 6,000, 7,000 people in Africa are going to get that $5,000 each, and nothing is asked. That man is a great man. I celebrate Tony Elumelu. He's a great man, and I celebrate people like Shrima Siwa. These are men, just like Tony Elumelu. We always say, luck, you can democratize luck. One of the things it teaches is Africa capitalism, Afri-capitalism. They want to reach as many Africans as possible. So you can also democratize luck. And how do you democratize luck? Apply. Even you are not going to, you spend, in applications like this, we always spend like 2 days, maybe 5 hours per day. And that means a cumulative of 10 hours per day. Instead of you sleeping for 8 hours for that 2 days or for 9 hours for that 2 days, sleep reduces to 4 hours for that 2 days. Just apply. Apply. It helps you to think outside the box. So these are the phases, right? Application phase. So this is the period of the application now. So after the application, you move into the training phase, and the training phase is around 6 to 8 months. A mentor will be attached to you on their platform, and everything is virtual, online. You now move to after the training phase, you move to the business plan or proposal phase, whereby you are going to submit your proposal and you are going to do a 3-minute pitch deck, pitching video like this. You put your phone, you don't need anything sophisticated. Just put your phone and you talk about your business. That's how to pitch, like what you do, what we call an elevation deck, or what do you call it now? Elevation pitch. If, for example, you meet Dangote in the hall on the elevator pitch, and you have just 1 minute before that elevator open and close, and you have to pitch him for 1 minute. Will you be blabbing? So learn how to pitch. And if you want to learn how to pitch, I have an academy, SpeakerBankole School of Communication and Presentation Academy. It's just for you to subscribe for 1 year, and I will engage you for 1 year. You will hone your communication skill. You will know how to sell. You will know how to pitch investors. You will know how to speak with confidence. You will understand all the elements of communication. Communication not be talking. Communication is not talking, right? Communication is ability to win investors' mind, ability to sell, ability to create communities, ability to talk, even to build a merger, ability to win a lot of people to your side, ability to build team members, and they will listen to you, right? Communication is very powerful. You know, that word is very powerful. The same word God used to create heaven and earth, but it is being packed with authority. If you speak that word now, it's not going to create heaven and earth too. But because the word is being packed with authority, so when you become an authority in your niche and you become confident, you'll be able to communicate anywhere. You'll be able to speak with the eyes and minds. And that is the opportunity that we have gotten over the years. So if you want to enroll on SpeakerBankole School of Communication and Presentation, you just have an opportunity. You just send a message to that WhatsApp number going on your screen. Is the common WhatsApp number, so my team member will respond. And at the same time, if you have my attention for 1 year, maybe one Saturday in a week for the class. It can be one-on-one, it can be a group. It depends on how I want to teach. It can be one Saturday in a week and one Friday in a week. It's very flexible, and you can even have access to the replay of the feed of the videos. This one is not quite, I think it's 45,000 naira for that 1 year. And you cannot escape being a better communicator when you attend this school. It's a virtual, it's online. So it doesn't matter what type of work. If you are looking for a job, if you are looking for promotion, if you are looking for pay rise or increment in your salary, if you want to be a better negotiator, if you want to be a better salesperson, a better realtor, if you want to be a closer, someone that can close deals very fast, if you want to know how to pitch, you can see that communication is the foundation, is the fulcrum, is the pillar of everything we do in life. Everything. If you want to apply and get to win, I applied for grants like this just once and I got them. If you want to apply for grants like this for investment and win a lot of investors' money, you must know how to communicate. You must own your presentation skill, and you have to understand all the elements of communications so that you will not be chased out of the room, so that you will not be shut up. If you want to be known, be recognized, be reputable, be an authority when you enter a room or a meeting, or you sit on a board. Some of us sit on the board of quite a number of companies and startups today because they know that we can add value to those companies. It's very, very important for you to join this school, virtual school. And I'm going to engage you, and I'm going to bring some other guys that are very thick to also engage you. So it's an opportunity. I'm going to stop here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. I will join me back 6 p.m. tomorrow, Nigerian time, 6 p.m. Watts. For those that are not here and you like them, tell them to be here tomorrow so that they can get value. Anyone that win, I wish that it is this year that I'm applying for Tony Elumelu, $5,000. When we apply, we only got 1.8 million naira. I think 1.8 million, yes, 1.8, 1.9. Naira was still to dollar around less than 200. I think 185. I think 185 naira to a dollar when we apply for Tony Elumelu. Today, naira to a dollar is 1,516. 1,500, 1,600. So you can see the figure. Probably you'll be getting, I don't want to, how much will you be getting now? That'll be 1.6 million. Let's even say 1.5 million times 5. That can be going to 6 to 7 million. If you have 6 to 7 million naira now, free of charge, it's something. You can create a lot of opportunity with it. So don't joke with it. And do you know one thing about that $5,000 seed capital? It also opens door for you anywhere. It makes you to get more opportunities. When people know that you are a TEF alumnus, when people know that you are this alumnus, it gives you a lot of leeway, a lot of openness, a lot of entrance, and it makes you to sit in places that ordinarily you won't be able to sit, and it makes you to be a valuable person. So guys, go to that website even before you join me tomorrow. I'll be here by God's grace tomorrow. Go to tefconnect.com. I will dig deep and dive deeper into the practical applications. I will share some of the websites, what is on those websites. I will strip them into pieces, and I will give you a whole lot of vital details. And some of the ideas that I've shared with you, now start thinking, start looking at, you still have to March 1 this year to apply. So you still have, like, today is what now? Today is 14. This is Valentine. Happy Valentine to those of you that celebrate Valentine. Don't do it. February 14, use it to create an application. Start that application tonight. Even if it's just for you to register your name, your email, and everything. Start. And tomorrow you will do a little. You don't need to start and finish at once. You will be saving. Just be clicking save, save, save. Where you stop, you will pick it again the next day. You can use a whole 1 week. You can use 2 weeks. You still have like 2 weeks for this application before it closes till next year. So you still have a lot of time. 24 hours times 14 days is a whole lot. So you can use it to still apply. I will see you tomorrow to still explore some of these. And if you want to get yes, thank you. Communication is the bedrock of every business and life. I will see you tomorrow if you want to explore this opportunity. And for some of you that want to hone your communication skill, just pick any of my academies. I have SpeakerBankole Leadership Academy. I have SpeakerBankole Leadership Academy. I have SpeakerBankole School of Business Communication and Presentation. If you want to be able to learn how to speak business languages so that you can sit with the high and mighty. If you want, you cannot be applying for visa. Some of you have been facing a lot of rejection in your visa application. Why? Because you don't know how to pass interviews. You don't know how to speak the language of those consulates at embassy. I tell people, by God's grace, I have never been rejected and I have never used agents for any visa application. And I have never, for all the countries that I have visited in the world, I've never been rejected. My visa has never been rejected. The simple reason is this: 1, value. 2, when you know how to be a good communicator. Not that somebody, one of the consulates will ask you, what do you want to do and do in America? And you are blabbing. You have even crammed everything that you have put on your application form and you forgot. It's not about cramming. It's about understanding the real tips of life. So if you want to apply for visa, you want to apply for jobs, you want to go for your next interview, better go and enroll with SpeakerBankole School of Business, School of Business Communication and Presentation. No sector, nothing you are doing in this world that you don't need communication. It's different from talking. You must learn how to communicate effectively and efficiently. And when you understand how to negotiate your way, you become a better person. Things become easier for you. You know, you'll be able to know how to even overcome challenges. Your mind becomes broad. You'll be able to think laterally instead of you thinking horizontally. You know, some of those things that I teach is how to think laterally, move from horizontal thinking to vertical thinking and to lateral thinking. It's very, very important for you to understand that. I think I will take a deep breath here. And for those of you that have joined, thank you. I hope you are gaining value. For every one of you, gain value. Like I said, it doesn't matter, maybe you're an employee or you are self-employed or you're an entrepreneur or you're an investor or you are a young graduate or you are a core member, you are a student or you don't even have a job yet. It doesn't matter. This will help your life in real time. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day and bless you guys.